Welcome back, everybody, to part two of how to mix on FL Studio. Now, if you guys remember last week, we were talking about gain, staging, and volume, and how that can actually potentially get your song mixed by 80% or so. So this week we're gonna be talking about EQ and compression and how to use EQ and compression on the song in the most realistic ways. I saw on my previous video people don't like it when I talk so much, so I'm gonna talk a little less and just go into this thing immediately and jump in. I'm gonna do a more in-depth video about how to make use a compressor, use equalizers more, but now it's just better for you guys just to see it without me talking too much. But now, just to give you a recap of everything, we did everything in mono last week, and even this week we're gonna keep mixing in mono. We're gonna use equalizers and the compressions in mono. And then later when we do our final touch-ups in the final video, we're going to just bring everything out of stereo and then work on it from there. So let me stop talking and let's just get on this video.
You can have the soul, man, without the jack. And you know I'll be vibing where the party at. You can pass my cup, I'ma fill it with yak. I'm about to vibe tonight like an aristocrat. Gotta stop with the streets, they be littered with cops. And everybody here, they be acting like bots. I don't really blame the man, I only play box. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I get with the top. I've been hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying to stop now, I'm trying to get some more for sure. In this rush for the shit like it's premature. So you better turn me up and listen to what you heard. Roll me up a joint, son, and pass me on the herb. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta put me down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta brother me down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. I'ma slide like a criminal. I'm a boy with the power subliminal. Turn it up till it's optimal. Sway your hips is biological. I bench press with my mind, chronicles. I'ma eat the kitty up like an animal. Way too nominal. Cause everybody knows the so Jack's phenomenal. I'm bored in the house I'm bored. Cause all I ever do is make my music to the store. Pornhub every day, man, it's a sport. Always on the trial premium I can't afford, but it's good to facilitate. Generated rentals every day, I just generate, I anticipate all the days that dissipate. You can have the soul, man, without the jack. And you know I'll be vibing where the party at. You can pass my cup, I'ma fill it with yak. I'm about to vibe tonight like an aristocrat. Gotta stop with the streets, they be littered with cops. And everybody here, they be acting like bots. I don't really blame the man, I only play box. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I get with the top. I've been hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, they jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying to stop now, I'm trying to get some more for sure. In this rush for the shit like turn me up. Without the jack, and you know where the party at. You can pass my key, I'ma fill it with yak. Like an aristocrat, gotta stop with the streets, they be little with and everybody here, they be on my box. I don't really blame the man, I only play box. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I've been hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, they jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying to stop now, I'm trying to get some more for sure. In this rush for the shit like it's premature. So you better turn me up and listen to what you heard. Roll me up a joint, son, and pass me on the herb. Turn me up, you can have the soul, man, without the jack. And you know I'll be vibing where the party at. You can pass my cup, I'ma fill it with yak. I'm about to vibe tonight like an aristocrat. Gotta stop with the streets, they be littered with cops. And everybody here, they be acting like bots. I don't really blame the man, I only play box. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I get with the top. I've been hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, they jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying. You can have the soul, man, without the jack. And you know I'll be vibing where the party at. You can pass my cup, I'ma fill it with yak. I'm about to vibe tonight like an aristocrat. Gotta stop with the streets, they be littered with cops. And everybody here, they be acting like bots. I don't really blame the man, I only play box. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I get with the top. I've been hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, they jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying to stop now, I'm trying to get some more for sure. In this rush for the shit like it's premature. So you better turn me up and listen to what you heard. Roll me up a joint, son, and pass me on the herb. Turn me up, you gotta lockdown. I'ma slide like a criminal. A boy with the power subliminal. Turn it up till it's optimal. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. I'ma slide like a criminal. I'm a boy with the power subliminal. Turn it up till it's optimal. So your hips is biological. I bench press with my mind. Chronicles. I'ma eat the kitty up like an animal. Way too nominal. Cause everybody knows the Soul Jack's phenomenal. I'm born in the house I'm bored. Cause all I ever do is make my music distort. Pornhub every day, man, it's a sport. Always on the trial premium, I can't afford, but it's good to facilitate. Generated records every day, I just generate, I anticipate. All the days I dissipate, but life gives you lemons, better learn to make lemonade. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown.
Righty. You see, like, all I really did was just got rid of all the problem frequencies. So it took a little bit of high mids over here, a little bit of high mid over there, increased the highs over there. And what's nice about this as well, this technique that I'm showing you, is because it's the same vocal recorded in the same room, so you can legit just copy and paste that setting to the next one and just tweak it a little bit according to your tastes. Even with the compression, you saw on my backup vocals over here and here that I needed way more compression because I wanted to push it at the back right now, and then when the reverb and everything comes back in, it's going to be even further back, like kind of having a contrast between your main vocal and your backup vocal, because most of this song is actually synthetic. It's a synthesized sound. They're very consistent with the kicks, like the level of the kick and the level of the snare, the tonality of the snare. So it's not really much you need to change. I mean, I assume these were recorded in quite a controlled environment, in a controlled room, and it's a simple sample that's repeating over and over again. So I wouldn't necessarily need to EQ the kick after I leveled everything out, unless you're doing like live stuff where there's a lot of variation and all that kind of stuff. Now, what I'm going to do after just that basic equalization and compression, I'm going to go to the master channel and kind of mess around with the overall tone of everything. Because I can hear the track needs a little bit more bass, a little bit more high end as well. So I'm going to just tackle the master a bit. And don't be fooled when people tell you, especially people online, when they say, no, don't touch the master channel that's meant for mastering and everything like that. It doesn't matter. Get your mix sounding the way you want it to get to before you send it to mastering or into the mastering phase, because the more you do things in the previous phase, the better your outcome's going to be. For instance, if you record well, get a good recording and you do as much as you can in the recording phase to make sure the sound sounds well. So basically, like for instance, if you're recording guitars, you put the mic at the right mic placement, so you kind of EQ it a little bit, or you put it at the right distance so the dynamics don't affect it too much. So by the time you come to the mixing stage, you're doing very little work. And vice versa, until you get to the mastering stage, the less work, the better to get the song sounding good. So it really boils down on the recording, how well the recording is. But enough of me talking. I'm going to jump into the master channel, and then just tweak it a little bit with a little bit of compression and a little bit of EQ. But I don't think I'm going to do too much compression on this track. I'm just going to focus just on the EQ. And yeah, so let's just get into it.
Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. I'ma slide like a criminal. I'm a boy with the power subliminal. Turn it up till it's optimal. So your hips is biological. I bench press with my mind. Chronicles. I'ma eat the kitty up like an animal. Way too phenomenal. Cause everybody knows that Soul Jack's phenomenal. I'm born in the house I'm bored. Cause all I ever do is make my music distort. Pornhub every day, man, it's a sport. Always on the trial premium, I can't afford, but it's good to facilitate. Generated records every day, I just generate, I anticipate. All the days I dissipate, but life gives you lemons, better learn to make lemonade. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown.
So side note, what I'm doing, I'm going to put all the link in the description for all of these plugins that I'm using, like MV Meter 2 and Span. Why I'm using Span as well, it's just a frequency analyzer. Just want to make sure everything is doing, like, balance and sitting at the right place. It helps a lot to have a visual representation of your song, because not everybody has nice speakers. It took me as well years after starting doing music production to actually get proper sounding sound, and with the treated room and everything. So now I'm just using this just to give me a visual guide to see if what I'm doing is right. And you can never be 100% sure what's coming out of your speakers in your room, because what you're trying to do is just make it translate. But this is also for a little bit more on the mastering side. But yeah, let's just get back into it.
You can pass my cup, I'ma fill it with yak. I'm about to vibe tonight like an aristocrat. But I stop with the streets, they be littered with cops. And everybody here, they be acting like bots. I don't really blame the man, I only blame Fox. Cause I'm busting down the doors and I click with the top. I'll be hitting levels that harder than hardcore. And obstacles in life, be jumping like parkour. A boy trying to pop like nigga on skateboards. But I've been slept on like people who do snore. Yeah, I ain't trying to stop now, trying to get some more for sure. And this rush for the shit like it's premature. So you better turn me up and listen to what you heard. Roll me up a joint, son, and pass me on the herb. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You gotta feel it in the sound. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. You got a brother feeling down. Turn me up, you gotta turn me up. I can't stand a lockdown. I'ma slide like a criminal. I'm a boy with the power, subliminal. Turn it up till it's optimal.
So just a quick touch up, like with me, this is not rule of thumb, but I like having a very flat sound when it comes to mixing. Like everything's at equal volume in a way. And I'm gonna, when I send the song out to be mastered and everything, the producer has already like a flat sounding sound, everything's leveled and all that kind of stuff. So when he engineers the things after that, he can actually turn the song to something a little bit. But then with him as well, when he gets it, he will get something that's quite flat already. So his job is literally just spicing it up a little bit. But that's about it. Thank you so much for sticking with me on this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you and I didn't talk too much. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button and catch me on the next video, the final part in the video. Plus I'm gonna give you guys a bonus video. Please also remember to follow us on our Instagram, our Twitter, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. And thank you for everybody for giving us 170 subscribers. Let's grow this channel together. Without you guys, I can't be doing this alone. Well, I could, but I can't, but you know what I mean. But thank you so much. Stay blessed and enjoy your day.